recently for a new product called Twitter Promote Mode. What this is for $100 a month, you can put in as many tweets as you want, and they'll promote them to the new audience using Twitter ads. It sounded a little too good to be true, so I threw $99 at it and queued up a bunch of tweets. In this video, I want to run through what happened during the Twitter Promote Mode experiment. We went for 30 days, and here's my review of Twitter Promote Mode. We started this experiment on April 2nd, and here are some baseline stats. We started the experiment with 3,132 Twitter followers and 12,822 YouTube subscribers. Those are the two numbers we're measuring because Twitter ads, I assume, are going to increase Twitter followers. Twitter themselves promise about 30 new followers a month using this thing, which isn't that much. And we have links to the YouTube channel as our pinned tweet and in our bio. Here's a screenshot of the last 28 days of analytics from the Twitter dashboard. So through the Twitter Promote Mode, they let you tweet up to 10 times a day, and every single one of those tweets is going to get boosted. So to get the most out of this experiment, I wanted to tweet as much as possible. 10 times 30 is 300. So we had to get 300 tweets into Buffer. Here's the Google Doc we used. To fill up this queue of tweets, I wanted to use a mix of the top tweets of all time. Let's throw a little counter down at the bottom. How many times am I gonna say tweets? With my lisp, it almost sounds like I'm trying to say treats, and it's just not coming through correctly. Treats, tweets, tweets. Just keep that counter going. So this list is our top tweets of all time, and we use Twitter analytics to find them. With the Twitter dashboard analytics, they only show your top tweets in 90-day increments. So we went back all the way to 2013, picking out top tweets and cringing at some of the stuff I used to tweet about. After all those were in the Google Doc, we optimized the Twitter bio and pinned up a tweet to promote the YouTube channel. Then we put them all into Buffer. So if we wanted more tweets in Buffer, we had to wait. And so we waited. So our top tweets, we maxed out after 109 tweets because there wasn't really too much good after 109. So I filled in some of our top YouTube videos, our podcasts, and we ended up at 187 tweets total. I just love seeing that counter go up. That's why I keep saying the word tweets. Tweets. The targeting was pretty simple to set up. They only had a couple options, and we went with USA and business for the interests. Here are all the choices, and here is what we picked. So the first update on 4/9, we have 3,134 Twitter followers and 13,026. Here's some takeaways from the Twitter stats on April 9th. This is when we were doing the experiment for 1 week. So in 1 week, we got 123 profile visits and 0% conversions. No new followers that were credited to Twitter Promote Mode. Not looking too good for the first week. And at this point, I freaked out because I figured it was our bio and our pinned tweet that were messing it up. So I reverted it back to what it used to be before the experiment. In order to find my first bio, I went into the Wayback Machine, and I ended up going way too far back and found my first bio. Apparently I was an advisor at a startup. Neither of these companies exist anymore. So here's the updated bio on April 9th. I'll catch up in a couple days and let's see if conversions go up. This brings us to 4/19, 10 days after the last update, and things aren't looking too good. Our Twitter followers are down to 3,128, and our YouTube subscribers are at 13,294. YouTube subs are shooting up, but that's because of YouTube. I don't think it has anything to do with Twitter at this point, mostly because the tweets aren't getting as much engagement as the videos. At this point, our followers are down on Twitter, and our engagement, so the number of people liking and commenting our tweets, is down. So at this point, I figured maybe it's because we're doing 10 tweets a day. So we scaled it back to 2 tweets a day for the rest of the experiment. Here's the new posting schedule on Buffer. A few days later, on 4/27, the numbers are Twitter followers, 3,132. So it's slightly come back. And YouTube is at 13,552. On this day, I was staying at a friend's house in New York, and he said that the header on my Twitter made me look like a goofball. So I'm into marketing. He's a marketing director at a pretty big company. So we replaced the header with another image. And the final update on April 30th, last day of the experiment, here are the final results. We ended the experiment with 3,134 Twitter followers and 13,592 YouTube subscribers. So we gained a lot of YouTube subscribers, and I'm saying it's not from this experiment. So if we're looking at just tweets, we spent $99 on this experiment and we gained 2 followers. That's a little under $50 per Twitter follower. My verdict, it's not worth it. Twitter Promote Mode, 0 out of 0. That's my rating. We're adding a rating system just for this. Jack Dorsey, please focus on Square. It's a much better company. Links to the Twitter promote mode are down in the description if you want to check it out. If you found this valuable, I would love if you would share it with a friend or two. We're trying to hit 100,000 subs, so every share counts. Also, if you do digital marketing, branding, anything in the agency space, and you need help growing your company, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.